Yo, 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 what's up, people? We getting right into it. Chelsea 3, Fulham 2. First game of the season for my boys. And I have mixed feelings. I'm happy with the result because we don't always win on match day one. I don't care. Hook or crook, get the win. But there were some things that bothered me. I like to see what Xabi's trying to do. I like the ideas that he's having, but certain man just can't be playing in the starting 11. When I saw the starting lineup, I ain't gonna lie, I was very sad. I was very upset because I was very excited for this game. So to find out that Caicedo's out for the game, Palestra's out, these are guys I wanted to see play. And a pivot of Reese and Lavia, it's not super ideal. I'm sorry about that. You gotta forgive me. I have food in my mouth, but it's not super ideal. So, I wasn't happy when I saw the starting lineup, but we scored off the onset. I took notes. I'm gonna reference to my notes because I took notes during the game. But instant goal from João Pedro, aka John Peter. And when I go to Brazil next week, this all I'm doing. This all I'm doing. Every picture. When I go to Brazil next week, this all I'm doing. Just like this. But intensity was there off the rip. I was very happy to see how intense we were. Brought it to the game. Brought the game to Fulham because this is not an easy team for us to beat. Um, Colwell, stupid yellow off the rip, man. He was exposed in a wide area by himself and slipped. It could have been worse. Had he, it could have been a worse. It could have been a worse call. It could have been worse. The guy could have scored potentially had he not done that. So I'm happy he did it at the end of the day. But stupid yellow card from Colwell. Palmer was looking in form, looking sharp from the beginning. Palmer, I haven't seen Palmer look this good in a while, bro. It's been a long time since I've seen Cole Palmer look this good, and I'm ready to, expect a lot from him again. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, he's just back for good, but this is the Palmer I know. I was starting to wonder, is this Palmer still alive? Is he still available? And today he proved he was. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Cole for that. My fault. Let me just mute. Oh, it is muted. I don't know why I got the text. Okay. Um. He took on. I remember the most memorable thing from Palmer in that first half was when he took on two guys from Fulham and just completely toyed with them, bro. Like this guy was warm. He was in his bag. I haven't seen Palmer look like this in a long, long time. Okay. One thing I really like, and he got the assist to João Pedro to start the game off 30 seconds in. One thing I really liked was our shape. I like the shape we had out of possession a lot. I think there were some times when, and I'll get to it more. There's some times when guys made lapses in judgment, lapses in concentration, but I think our shape was looking very good out of possession to me. The second yellow we got was Lavia. Not ideal. Not ideal. Two yellows in 11 minutes. Not ideal. So we're still a young team that needs to batten down the hatches a little bit and not get yellow cards that early in the game. You saw we set a record for red cards last season. So look, we still young, we still learning. But I wasn't happy to see those two yellow cards. Rogers didn't have his best start to the game. I don't think Rogers had a great game. Period. I think he was good off the ball, but that goal really helped him out because honestly, he gave the ball away a lot and he kind of killed attacks a lot. So I'm not crapping on Rogers. He scored the goal and he's new. So he's gonna take him some time to get his bearings correctly and all that. I'm not mad at him. It's just he needs to be better. That's all I'm gonna say for Rogers. I'm not gonna crash it on him. He scored the goal, so it's cool. Sanchez, this guy can't be our keeper. Oh, I forgot to talk about my pregame notes. Pregame, I did not want Enzo in the team, and I'm ultimately kind of happy he played, but I didn't want him in the team, bro, because this guy doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to play for us. But we couldn't help it. Caicedo's out, Palestra's out. I ain't gonna lie, we had to play Enzo, but I didn't want him in the team. Considering everything that happened, I'm happy he played. Sorry, call me what you want. I said this is before the game. I said this. I start Penders. We know what Sanchez is. We've seen his highs. We've seen his lows. More lows than highs. We can't keep hiding Mike Penders. We can't keep hiding this kid. Okay? This is like, come on. We can't keep hiding him, bro. He's not a baby, bro. He's not a baby. Sorry, I'm getting so frustrated about Robert Sanchez. This guy's a. It's either Penders has it or he don't. Okay? So we all know Robert Sanchez don't got it. So I don't want to see him start anymore. Respectfully. Or not respectfully. I don't know. However you want to take it. I don't care. And I didn't like the starting 11. But ultimately, the people that I was, most worried about, I mean, look, the midfield wasn't great. It was getting overran, but I was like Josh. I'm looking at Josh. Josh had some okay moments. Gave the ball away a lot. Just looked like a kid out there, man. So I don't know about Josh. I'll be real. If we sell him, I'm not fussed. I like Josh, but he looks like a kid every time he plays. And I know he's a kid, but like, bro, it's to a point where you need to look more ready. That's just me though. Um, After Sanchez's mistake where he scored somehow, where he got the ball scored on him somehow, the whole team looked nervous, and that's the problem with Sanchez. Sanchez does some shit, now the whole team spooked. The whole team spooked for like 5-10 minutes until they get it out their system. So I'm done with this guy. We need a keeper that we can trust. Okay. I think it was good interplay for the second goal. Lacroix, yo, he got shifty real quick. Did his thing. I don't want to see him go up there too much. But he got shifty, did his thing, laid it off, and Rogers found it, buried it back in the net. I like that. I like that play. I like that play. I like that we were able to see out the score of 2-1 until, or no, I like that we was able to, yeah, I like that we was able to see out the score of 2-1 until halftime, because Lord knows how many times we get scored on before halftime when we're leading, or it's a draw. We score before halftime so much historically. So I'm happy we were able to not concede before halftime. Okay, those are my first half notes. Second half, I thought the beginning of the second half was, I think that was our best period of play personally. Lavia was looking class. Palmer, the Palmer and Pedro show. You feel me? That's that third goal that they scored, that Palmer scored. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful interplay between the two. These guys are gonna have so much fun with each other, man. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Again, Hato was looking good to start the second half. Our out of possession shape, out of possession. I thought our shape was good. You know, I thought, because for me, look, we lost 3-2, but that first goal is all Sanchez. Yes, Rogers left his man, which is his fault. That was the only thing out of possession that I didn't like from Rogers. Out of possession, I think Rogers was fine. In possession, he was kind of wasteful. But that was the main thing he did wrong out of possession. He left his guy, he left the runner, and they scored that first goal, but Sanchez should still save that. Now, a lapse in concentration leads to the second goal. To me, I'm looking at Colwell and Lacroix. I think they did a pretty poor job. Josh also wasn't, late to react, but to me, I'm not really looking at him too much for that second goal they scored. I'm looking more at Colwell and Lacroix. They have to be better, flat out. Josh was just kind of slow to react to a lot of things. He just wasn't on timing with a lot of things, bro. I saw him get beat to passes. I saw him beat the man to the spot and still end up losing positioning. So Josh, I don't know about him. Enzo, a ball over the top, that looked like, it was kind of hurting us. It could hurt us a lot. They were trying to, send balls over the top and run over and run through. But, for the most part, we dealt with it. But that's something that could be a problem for us versus better teams, stronger teams. Enzo came on at 65th minute. I think we got a little bit more control of the game when he came on, but not too much. They had a lot of the ball. We was just kind of sitting back. And Fulham had chances. I think the missed chip when Robert Sanchez's positioning was terrible. That was a missed chance. When whoever shot, I think it was King, shot it, went wide left. I feel like he would have beat Sanchez to the. I feel like that ball would have beat Sanchez to the goal if it was on target. So get this guy out. Just get this guy out the sticks. Please get him out the sticks. But other than that, I'm happy with the result. First game under Xabi Alonso. I'm happy with the 3 points. We don't owe it. It's been a while since we won our first match day. So I'm happy. I'm happy, man. I'll take the result, take the 3 points. The Xabi era starts. Let's see what's next, man. Tune in to Scrap Network for more, man. Peace out.